Sir Keir Starmer joined members of the royal family for a Sunday church service at Crathie Kirk at Balmoral on Sunday morning. The Prime Minister is being hosted by King Charles, 75, and Queen Camilla, 77, for a traditional weekend at the Royal Scottish residence. The royal couple were pictured making their way to the service in the back of the royal Bentley, and Charles was seen waving to onlooking crowds. Following the motorcade of royal cars to Crathie Kirk in the Scottish Highlands was Sir Keir, who jetted to Aberdeen Airport this weekend with his wife Lady Victoria Starmer. They were also joined by Princess Anne, 74, and her husband Sir Timothy Lawrence, 69, who drove a Land Rover Defender. Camilla and Charles appeared in good spirits as they were spotted beaming through the windows of the car. The Queen looked radiant in a royal blue dress, while her husband the King was smart in a classic tweed suit. Starmer has been staying at Balmoral this weekend for his first official stay at the royal residence since becoming Prime Minister. It is traditional for the Prime Minister to stay at Balmoral each year for a few days at the end of summer, and is where King Charles has been spending his summer break. Balmoral is also the royal residence most beloved by the late Queen Elizabeth II, and was the place where she died in September 2022. Monarchs have traditionally invited prime ministers and their spouses to the Deeside estate to get to know them in a more relaxed setting. During the late Queen Elizabeth's reign, premiers would stay for several nights and enjoy, or endure, a busy schedule of barbecues and blood sports. Little information has been shared about the Prime Minister's visit by the royal family or by Number 10. However, it is understood that Sir Keir will experience a tighter itinerary of walks on the 53-acre estate, as well as a private audience with the King and a formal dinner, before leaving today. If the dinner menu follows that for Rishi Sunak's visit last year, the Starmers will be served cheese soufflé followed by turbot. In the past decades, Harold Wilson, who is said to have got on like a house on fire with Queen Elizabeth II, would join members of the royal family for riverside picnics on the Balmoral estate. But things were very different with Margaret Thatcher, who reportedly found the traditional September weekend at Balmoral painful. One observer wrote, "A weekend in the country with aristocrats who enjoy riding, shooting, sports and games is Thatcher's idea of torture." Mrs. Thatcher could not abide the charades that she was expected to play after dinner at Balmoral. During a gathering of 6 of her premiers, the late Queen once joked about the party games which some of you have so nobly endured at Balmoral. When Parliament is sitting, the King and Prime Minister meet for a weekly audience, and the two men sat down for a meeting at Balmoral.